What's up, everybody? How you doing today? My name is David Franco and welcome to my first video ever for 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic start to the new year and I hope you're sticking to your goals. Because let's be honest, we as human beings are kind of designed to get really excited about something and then we fall off in like a few weeks. And trust me, I'm speaking from personal experience. We've all been there. We've all said we're going to go to the gym or we're going to build this, we're going to do that. But by the time February or March comes around, or maybe even like January 15th, we're kind of like falling back into our old ways. And honestly, guys, I'm just here to tell you this. I am going to try my best to not fall back on my old ways. Not that my old ways was like really a bad thing. I mean, I think I'm a pretty well-rounded person with good goals, and I've typically achieved goals that I've chased for years. Anyway, the point is just focus on your goals and try to be the best version of yourself throughout the next 12 months. And of course, improve year after year because we only get one shot at life, guys. Make it worth it. Okay, so with all that aside, welcome, guys. This is my annual goals video where I talk about everything I want to hopefully accomplish in the next 12 months. Now, technically, I did make a video like this last year for 2023, but I uploaded it to Creative Finance. And I don't know. You know, I'm just going to come out and say, guys, Creative Finance was fun. I mean, I honestly dedicated an entire year of content creation and so many hours of my time to growing that channel. But I'll be honest with you right now. I'll be upfront with you. I don't think I have what it takes to build a new YouTube channel. I honestly don't. I've tried to build a gaming channel. Yeah, it was fun. I tried to build a second channel like Creative Finance. Yeah, that was fun as well. And I created over 100 videos on that channel, and I'm damn proud of that channel, you know. And honestly, I don't ever see myself removing that content because just in case it's there, hey, check it out. It's free. Why not? But moving into 2024, I'm telling myself, David, just focus on what's already working. You have an audience of over 180,000 subscribers. Not everybody can say that. So guys, I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to come back to my primary channel, which honestly, I've always been mostly focused on, and just focus on that. You know, I'm not going to worry about a secondary channel or anything like that because things are working well for me. But at the same time, I want things to work even more well for me throughout this year. So with that said, I am calling for me 2024 the year of new and old. Okay, so before I get into my goals for 2024, I would like to quickly reflect on 2023. 2023, gotta tell you guys, I was not a big fan of it. And I'm not typically one of those people who just says, oh, this year sucked. It was the worst year of my life. I hated everything about it, because I'm not that kind of guy. I'm an optimistic, half glass full kind of person, you know? I like to look at things optimistically and positively. That's just how I was raised as a human being. However, I'll be honest with you, 2023, I was not the biggest fan of it. Financially speaking, it was by far my most stressful year I've ever dealt with in regards to paying taxes. Because in 2022, I absolutely made a killing on eBay. I sold over $20,000 in sales, and that hit me hard for taxes. And I'm not going to talk about details right now because honestly, it doesn't matter because it's a year old by now, and I've talked about it plenty in the weekend vlogs, patrons only vlogs, my live streams, all that stuff. But the good news is 2024 for me is looking better, and I'm much better prepared for taxes because I didn't sell nearly as much on eBay. And yeah, I get it. David, don't you want to sell more? Of course. But with eBay, you pay so much money in regards to selling fees and taxes and shipping costs and all that stuff. So for me, I just didn't see much come out of that $20,000 plus sales. So it just wasn't really worth focusing on that throughout 2023. Also, not gonna lie, I had some dark thoughts in 2023. I'm not gonna go into details because I don't know if I was going through like a depression or whatever, but I felt like I was failing. And my biggest fear in life is not dying. My biggest fear in life is failure. If I fail at doing something I love, such as my YouTube career or Patreon or something like that, then I honestly feel like I'm a worthless human being. I know those are bold and attention-seeking words, but believe me, I'm not saying that to seek your attention. That's just how I view life. That's how I view my job. This stuff is so critically important to me that if at some point I do fail, then what else do I have? Besides family, of course. I'm just talking from a professional perspective. So I'm going to try my hardest throughout 2024 to have things remain consistent. And thankfully, Patreon for me has been incredibly consistent. And I am so thankful for each and every one of my patrons. Seriously, you guys have quite literally changed my life. I'm not just saying that. They're not just words. You have changed my life. I'm in this house because of Patreon. So thank you so much. And obviously that's going to be a big goal of mine going, into 2024. I mean, as it always is, because I always like to create vlogs. Okay, and I'm looking at my iPhone on the side because stupid me didn't copy and paste my notes over to Notion. So I have to use my tiny little iPhone screen from way over here. Okay, so let's focus on 2024, guys. Again, I said I want to focus on the new and old. And by this, I mean, I want to create content that reflects the old me. I want to create new content that reflects the old me. And guys, I promise watching this video in its entirety will help make that statement make sense. I want to make new talking head videos using my old style. Now, I have proudly talked about this in weekend vlogs, and I'll say it right now. I'm never going to change for the YouTube algorithm in regards to being overly enthusiastic, throwing huge captions on screen, giving you fast transitions from clip to clip. That's not me. I mean, yeah, now and then I'll have some fun with editing, and yes, I'm always up for growing and adapting, but I will never, ever become one of those creators who starts shouting at you on camera and throwing up huge words on screen. Can you believe this happened? Stay tuned toward the end of the video to find out how I made $5,000 in 24 hours. That's not me. That will never, ever be me. If you haven't noticed, I never, ever clickbait you. And honestly, that's probably why my views are lower than they used to be. I hate the idea of clickbaiting. I was not raised to bait people into getting something that they were promised and then they were like, oh, well, that kind of sucks. I hate clickbait. For example, a little while ago, I came across this YouTuber, I forget his name, but he basically said he opened up a video game store of his own, and his thumbnail showed him outside of a large store like Target, but he put his branding on top of that store. So I clicked the video, I'm like, wow, how the hell can this guy afford a huge department type store selling video games? So I clicked on the video out of curiosity, and what do you know? He set up a little corner in like a mom and pop shop, which was nothing like his thumbnail. And that really pissed me off. That annoyed the hell out of me. The fact that someone like him can bait people into clicking his video, watching ads, and making more money off of a lie. I will never, ever become a creator like that. And I swear I'm not mad right now. I'm just passionate. You know, I try to be a transparent, positive, truthful kind of person. That's how I was raised by my parents. Mom, Dad, I love you. Thank you for raising me the way you did. How people behave on YouTube and outside of YouTube it blows my mind sometimes. And I'm like, how can you act like that and actually go to bed feeling like a good person? And I realized some people were like, David, it's just YouTube. No, it's not just YouTube. Everything you do online is a direct reflection of you and your personality and your morals and your ethics. So I will always be myself. I will never ever change for the YouTube algorithm because that's just not me. And guys, honestly, if it means failing on YouTube, then so be it. I will never ever change. Of course, in the regard of being a dishonest person, obviously I'm up for adapting and trying new things in my content. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm never going to go down that rabbit hole of becoming a dishonest content creator. That's the best way I can put it. That actually came out really well. Okay, so the videos I want to create, they can be about anything. My personal life, my view on the current tech industry, gaming. Guys, I want to create so many talking head style videos where I just sit down in my gaming room, where I am right now. My office downstairs, maybe outside, my parents' house, down the shore, wherever. And like, I just want to sit down and be the old me. I don't want to have to worry about over-the-top editing and stuff like that because I feel like I have a lot of interesting thoughts and topics to talk about. So guys, if you want to hear me talk about something, I am proud to announce this. Starting this week, linked right below my Discord, I have a channel dedicated to video requests. So if you want to hear me talk about the latest video games or the latest tech or some personal things that I've dealt with in the past, just ask. You know, just ask, and of course I'll give you a shout out. So it's a win-win. Okay, next. Now I gotta keep this somewhat short because I still have to eat lunch. My live streams are going to be bigger and better than ever. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm going back to Twitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going back to Twitch. I will never, ever go back to Twitch. I kind of laugh because Twitch is a great platform, but it's not for me. There is no growth potential whatsoever. It is so overly saturated. And I'm also laughing because it's no secret on this channel, guys. I have flip-flopped many times. I have gone from streaming platform to streaming platform. I've gone from Twitch to YouTube, from YouTube to Mixer, back to Twitch, to Kick, and now, starting this week, and if everything goes according to plan, starting this Friday, I'm going to be multi-streaming on both Kick and YouTube. Yes, my Kick streams are not going anywhere. Shout out to Kick. Guys, I am honestly extremely happy with your platform. I have seen a lot of growth potential on Kick, which I've never really witnessed on Twitch, at least consistently. Guys, to give you a good idea of the viewership I receive on Kick, a good night brings me like 50 to 60 viewers concurrently. On Twitch, a good night was normally like 20 to 30 viewers. So I'm quite literally doubling my numbers on Kick. But Kick is a far, far smaller platform than Twitch. Far smaller than Twitch. So, do you see what I'm saying here? It's a lot smaller than Twitch, but it's big enough to experience growth because it's easier to reach people. So I'm happy to say this, guys. I'm not leaving Kick anytime soon, if ever. If anything, I'm going to expand the audiences I reach because I have a YouTube audience, guys. And let's be honest, some people don't feel like going to Kick or installing Kick on their phone or whatever. You know, like, I want to reach you on YouTube, and you're already on YouTube watching this video. So the only thing you have to do is look on the left side of your screen, right? And say, oh, wow, David DeFranco's live. Maybe I'll tune in for an hour or two. And that's what's so cool about streaming live on YouTube. It's just integrated. It's there. You don't have to think about it too much. So for the first time ever in my streaming career, I'm actually going to take multi-streaming quite seriously. I have a unified chat on my left monitor over here. I have new alerts set up. I have a chat overlay that you're going to see below my face cam when I'm live. Okay, so let's say, for example, you're watching on Kick. You're still going to see people chatting within my stream window on YouTube and vice versa. That way people know I'm multi-streaming. And if I'm answering someone on YouTube and you're on Kick, well, I mean, this means you're not going to miss out on those questions or comments or feedback or anything like that. And guys, I'm very, very excited. Now, I realize streaming on YouTube is going to take a small percentage of my Kick viewership away, and that's fine. That's fine, because obviously, like probably 99% of my viewers on Kick are already on YouTube, and sometimes it's more convenient to watch on YouTube. Guys, I'm always watching live streams on my Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S using the YouTube app, because I don't go on YouTube to watch someone live. I usually open up YouTube to watch videos, and then I'm like, oh, so-and-so's live, and I end up watching them for like an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, and well, that's why I think it's so great. So there you go, guys. I am multi-streaming on both Kick and YouTube, and I'm so excited to reach even more people. And plus, I already have memberships active on YouTube, so this means if you're already a member on YouTube, first of all, thank you. This also means that you get access to my emotes, such as my lady's face, because God forbid you don't have access to that. So guys, check me out, kick.com/DavidFranco, and well, I don't have to link my YouTube because you're already on YouTube. Thank you so much. Oh, and of course, stay tuned, guys, because I will be setting up my green screen soon, which is going to, I know, finally, I've had it for like 2 years. It's been sitting in the corner, but mine is kind of unique. It actually attaches to the ceiling, so I need a little helping hand with that. Dad, what's up, Dad? I'm just not good with that kind of stuff, so he's gonna come over soon, and we're gonna find some studs, even though there's a stud right here. I know. And we're gonna set up the green screen where it retracts from the ceiling, guys. It's so cool. And while this is gonna allow even greater immersion for games like Spider-Man 2, Super Mario RPG, and Sonic Superstars, and of course Warzone, Fortnite, Valorant, all that stuff. So guys, stay tuned. 2024 is going to be a big year of streaming for me, and I'm so excited to get started. Okay. And now a few notes that I want to talk about, just some smaller / bigger things I want to focus on throughout 2024, but I don't want to bore you with too many details. First of all, squarepex.com. That's squarepex.com. I actually launched this on November 1st, 2023. I haven't talked about it too much, but it's a website I built myself, my first ever e-commerce store powered by Squarespace, where I'm selling premium Squarespace templates. Yes, I'm actually selling Squarespace templates. I'm so excited about this. I'm selling templates for small businesses, music artists, podcasters, bloggers. So guys, check it out. It is linked right below. And well, as of today, I have 8 templates, which isn't a lot, but I'm planning on focusing on that big time throughout 2024. And I'll talk about that more in detail in future videos. All right, next point. The return of selling merch? Maybe. Now, honestly, I don't feel like I'm big enough, like Dr. Disrespect or Dr. Lupo or anyone like that, to sell a ton of merch, but I do have a big enough audience where there has been some demand lately. For instance, on my kick streams, I've had people ask recently, David, are you bringing back merch? And well, to answer that question, yes. I mean, I figured why not, guys? People ask about it. I mean, if there's demand, then I have to supply and demand, right? So I'm happy to say that sometime in 2024, I will be bringing back merch. And I'm so excited, so stay tuned. And what's next? I'm going to be making videos about both Shipt and Instacart. Now, if you don't know what both those services are, they're kind of like DoorDash, but for like groceries and places like Target. And I've already made, I think, about roughly $150 to $200 on Shipt, which isn't a lot of money, but I haven't really been focusing on it too much. I've only done like, I think 11 or 12 orders. But guys, I genuinely enjoy doing Shipt because I love Target. I love the idea of shopping for Target customers. And I love the idea of helping someone. For example, I think one night, like 9:30 p.m., I got a request in, somebody needed a bunch of COVID tests at Target, and Target's like 10 minutes from me. So I was like, okay, I'll go out and do this. It was like an $8, $9 order for me, you know. I mean, it's not a lot of money, and it was literally bringing me back home. The customer lives like 2 minutes from me, which is awesome. So I dropped off the order, and the guy tipped me like $11 for something that took me like 10, 15 minutes of my time. Easy money, guys, easy money. And I'm definitely planning on making videos about Shipt and Instacart in the near future. So let me know, would you like to see some ride-along videos? This is by no means a primary source of income, nor should it be for you, because honestly, there's not a ton of money in it. But in my opinion, it's a decent source of side income. So I figured, why not make videos about it? And last but not least, I forgot to put this in my notes. I am going to be turning in my 2021 Tesla Model 3 this year. Very sad to say that, but my lease is up in June. But you can extend the lease up to 6 months. So I'm going to extend it up until, I guess, December, right? So I have, roughly speaking, a year left. A little less than a year left with my Model 3. So a big goal of mine throughout 2024 is to save up money for my down payment on my next car. And I think I'm going to be buying a used Tesla. I love my Model 3. By far the best car I have ever owned. Again, it's a lease. And that's going to be a sad day when I turn that in, because I legit love driving that car. It is so much fun. It's just a joy to ride. It's absolutely filled with tech. I love the mobile app, even though it's not perfect. It has issues, but man, what a great car. What a great car. But the money I'm paying right now, honestly, doesn't reflect the mileage that I put on every single day or week or month or whatever. So in other words, I still want a Tesla Model 3, but I think I'm going to buy a used one by the time my lease is up. And honestly, I think that's the perfect and more financially wise route to take, because I don't drive enough. I work from home. I don't commute every single day like the average person does. But at the same time, I don't want to lose my love for Tesla and Model 3 and all that stuff. So I think I am going to be buying a used one with low mileage, of course. Nothing too high, because I don't want to have to replace the battery anytime soon, because that in itself is like half the cost of the car. It's pretty insane. But anyway, that's just a loose thought I'm throwing out there. I definitely want to save up money throughout 2024. So all this extra streaming and the merch I'm doing and Shipt and Instacart, a lot of that money will be put aside for my next car. So I think that's a good plan. Anyway, guys, those are my plans for 2024. Where are we on time? Wow, okay, this video is gonna be pretty long. It's gonna be about like 20 minutes long, roughly. Thank you so much for your continued support, guys. I love you. I love your support. I mean, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be sitting here for 20 minutes straight feeling lightheaded because I haven't had lunch yet. I do this for you, and of course I do it for myself because I like seeing myself grow and try new things. But it's just fun. You know, I love doing this sort of thing. I love my gaming room. I love my house. And I have you guys to thank for that. So guys, finally, thank you so much for your support. Happy New Year. And also, let's make this about you as well. Let me know 3 things that you want to achieve throughout 2024. Let's make this year a great one. Thank you very much. Happy New Year once again. And I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you live